welcome to today's video. This is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be taking a picture of a tire and doing a radial extrude with our lathe modifier. So first thing we need to do, I'm going to get rid of a few things here, and we are going to make a plane that looks like this and add a picture to it. So I'm going to slide this over here, and we're going to do a new one. I'm just going to grab my Create tab here, and we are going to, under our standard primitives here, we're going to do a plane, and I'll drag and drop it out here. The plane size we want to be 30 inches by 15 inches. That will get us pretty close to the actual size of a car tire here. Okay, there's my plane, and that's also going to be pretty consistent with the picture that we're going to add in the program here. So the next thing I want to do is I want to apply a picture. There's not a straightforward way of doing that. I can't just drag and drop a picture onto here. So I need to use my material editor. You can find M. If you have this one showing up, this would also work, but it's a little bit different. So I'm not going to show you the steps in this video for that. So if it looks like this in your scene, long hold this and find the one underneath with two circles and a square. And we are going to be dragging a physical material out here, applying it to our scene and adding a bitmap. So let's start. I'm going to get rid of here, clear out my palette just by deleting this. And in the left-hand side, we're going to find physical material. You can also search for it up here, physical material. I'm going to drag and drop it out here onto my workspace or my palette. There's two ways of applying it onto our scene. If I have this selected, I can go up here and I can go to the apply button with, or A for hot key, or I can drag my output here. These are my outputs, these are my inputs. My output, and drag and drop this onto my plane. Okay, that made whatever material properties are on this physical material, my plane now owns those. The colors are here, reflections, transparency. Okay, that's all controlled for this physical material based off of what we see in our slate material editor. Let's change the color here real quick just so we can see how that works. And we're ready to, but we don't have the picture. So now we need to add the picture over here. The old school picture format in the computers in the 90s was a bitmap. So they kept that here from when the program was first started. So we're going to find bitmap lookup, and that's going to look up pictures on our computer. I can drag and drop this out here. And that's going to take me to my open menu. I have my picture saved from Canvas into this folder. You can put yours in download folder or picture folder, whatever. And you can use either one of these for this model. I'm going to click on it, open it. It is here in my workspace, but you notice it is not applied to my picture yet. I need to connect my output here into my base color map. I could do it with red, okay, green, blue, but usually I like to use this. Let me just get rid of this. RGB for if you have, that's kind of my standard go-to, because if you have a colored picture here, it will show up like that. And now we have our picture on our plane. We're ready to model. All right, so I'm going to close that, and we're ready for phase 2. I can get rid of this one. Phase 2 is actually making our model here. So let's go. I'm going to zoom in. And what we want to do is we want to trace this out. Okay, that's the whole purpose of putting this picture in. I'm going to use it as a tracing guide. And we only have to do half because we're going to do a radial extrude. So from the center of our circle here, we're going to trace everything on one side. To do that, we are going to come over here and we are going to go down. Instead of here, we're going to go over into our shapes panel. In our shapes panel, we have line drawings. We're going to go line drawing, and I am going to go corners and smooth for my drag type. And let's just start drawing here. My very first line, I want to be very straight across. I'm going to drag this down So I can use the bottom edge here as a straight edge, and I can just kind of verify that this line is straight across. Because if it's crooked, it's going to give my whole wheel is going to radiate around this line, and it's going to make my wheel extrude rather crooked. Now I'm just going to go through and start clicking to trace this. I don't need to go through here. I'm going to go around this lug nut. Now what is this picture? This is if I cut a tire in half, and I just am looking at it through the center where I cut the tire. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Now if I go here and I drag this out, you'll see I get kind of a smooth corner. It's got weird here because of where I drug it, but that's okay. We're going to go back and fix that up in a few minutes. Okay, and so what I'm going to do here instead is, if I want to drag that, I'm going to put a couple lines closer together, and then that's going to let me, and when I drag my mouse, it's giving me this smooth type of curve here. Okay, so while you model, if I have a long straight line here, it's going to give me a wide curve. If I have a short one, so if I put a vertex here, and then I put a vertex here, it's going to let me do a lot more curves. So that's going to help you determine how many vertexes you do based off of what type of modeling you got. So, and then here what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some square corners, because I'm going to show you how to go back and fix these up and change them to curves. So that's another thing, is if I want to do smooth curves, I could just add more vertices in here, and it will, okay, I'm just going to kind of go click, 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 similar to, give me a nice little tracing here. Okay, so I'm going to continue to go around the tire here. Let's see, I got a few minutes till the end of the hour. This, we want a nice square curve here. Okay, here I'm going to kind of cheat. I'm going to do a whole bunch of little vertices here, smooth these out later. Okay, and we'll try to speed this up. Now, a couple important things when I get close to the end here. I need to click on, okay, let's drag down. I'm going to put on the starting spot in order to close the spline. If for some reason you click off, I'll show you in a second. I don't want to mess this up because it will extend my video. I'll kind of do it at the end here. All right, and then I go down here and I click on this, and it should ask me to close spline. Yes. All right, I close my spline. I'm going to fix up a few of these. Here's how we fix these up. I'm going to go into my modify panel. Okay, select my vertices. That's going to have my vertices show up here. I can adjust these by using my move tool and slide some stuff around. Okay, I can, if that does not do what I want it to do, then I can highlight this, right click on it, and I can change it from a corner to a smooth. Okay, that still is a little bit glitchy. I can kind of adjust that here. And then another tool you have in your toolbox here is going to be, let's change this from a smooth. I'm going to change it to this Bezier curve. And what that does is it gives me these handles, and I can really fine tune and adjust it. The more I pull this handle out, the more it adjusts the angle of my corner. And the more I tip it, I can change the directionality of my corner. So I'm going to fix all this up. Here, my little cheat is I'm going to highlight these, and I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to change these to smooth. Okay, and same thing with some of these, and that should kind of clean this all up. I want this one to be a smooth. You'll see how this changes here real quick when I do that, and then I can adjust the location of it and kind of tweak my corners here. So my last step that I need to do for this part of the video is I need to take and actually do my lathe extrude. So I'm going to go in, and this is the important part now. I'm going to change this to segment, and I'm going to highlight this segment. If I don't do that, it's not going to know where to rotate around. So I'm going to tell it for my lathe modifier to rotate around this segment. Now I can go down in my list. I'm going to find lathe tool. Oops, undo. This is my trash can here. Lathe, I clicked on the wrong one. I'm going to find my lathe tool here and turn it on. Now it's rotating around this center point this way. I'm going to change it from my X to my Y to my X direction, and you will see that I have my tire that showed up in my seam. Now, by default, it probably is going to be chunky and look kind of blocky like this. You can turn the number of segments up to smooth that out, and you should have a nice tire. When it's extruded, you can change the color here. That will pop up your color window just like normal. I'm going to change mine to gray, and there's our tire. Come back in the next video and we will duplicate this tire and do some mirroring and more to set it up for our vehicle in our future lesson. Thanks for joining me in today's video, and look forward to seeing you in the next one.